Defensively, they've been impenetrable. They will start out on the attack this time, however, just as they did on Mirage and ENCE. They talked about this on the desk. Snacks in Spinx's roles. That's going to be crucial for the CT side. Hades, oh my god, this is crazy. He's going to go into this, flash off, but not aware Hobbit was behind. He pops down, takes both of them out. Not ready for that setup. He's not done. He's ended the way that he did in the last map. He starts it off the same here.
Oh, Shiro's just waiting patiently. Shiro's just waiting. He's going to get one. He's going to get one for sure. Snacks cannot find the play. Snappy's got a double kill, but he's going to need the last three. He's going to need an ace in this pistol round. What an aggressive start from ENCE. Completely negated by the setup of Cloud9. Completely negated by Hobbit's triple.
He looks down Monster. It's wide open. He's thinking, all right, if you flash, there's not that much here. I'll get information. Little did they know that was a trap. This could be an interesting one for Snappy, though. Still in good position, but unable to follow up in the second. interz puts it down. Cloud9 with 2 surviving will take the pistol.
A little bit of danger there, though. Snappy had a chance. That was going to be a tough clutch no matter what, but positioned perfectly to give it a good go. 1-0 for C9. They win the pistol. An immediate buy up. Yeah, this was brutal. I mean, look, fair play to ENCE. How often do you call an aggressive pistol round like that and do it on a grand final stage? Shows a lot of confidence, a lot of guts. It falls short. Snacks is dropped over in M4 from Snappy. They put the weapon in the stand-in's hands to see what he can provide. He's going to push up and see nothing. Cloud9 could negate all this because they are not slowing down. This hit is moving forward right out of the gate. Max 10 on Exile, opening kill. Now he knows the position of Snappy.
Get the one that might convince and compel the Snacks to move in this direction. If they get nothing out of this, the M4 backs off early and saves. Shiro getting Dia down. Snacks hasn't committed. It revealed that, and I think he's going to bail. I think he'll hold the doorway and then back off of this because that M4 is going to be extremely valuable for us to pull back into this. But Hobbit, Mac 10 wins that duel. Thanks for the rifle. See you later.
That's astounding. Fair play to Hobbit. And now nafany can be on the hunt with his own Mac 10. Hades, the last one to find. Just a heads-up duel won by the Mac 10, and he's going to get another one down the stretch. Why not, Hobbit? God bless it.
Five to start. The only kills have come from Snappy so far on ENCE, by the way. He's got 4. Waiting for his teammates to arrive in this one.
Eagles picked up again for ENCE, just a couple P250 on dycha, so small little bits of danger here and there, but would have to be something special to pull the round all the way back into their favor. nafany still with the Mac 10, gonna lead the way towards playground. dycha spots out that M4. Hobbit is gonna love that fight. Allows it Deagle to slide into his position, trying to be confusing, but nafany's closing the gap. nafany's gonna get another kill.
Still staring down that stairwell. nafany quickly, though, with pace to the bathrooms. He's been heard.
Hades ain't getting away.
Now he's trying to. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, that's not bad at all. In the air, he backed off. You can hear him coming at the angle and the ready. He's got the gun. He's got Shiro, so he starts to farm up some cash. Upgrade USP to Mac 10. Now an AK. Not a bad trade-up policy going on right now at the bathrooms. And Hades is going to try to use that to his best advantage. In what is now somewhat winnable. It's Snappy as well. He didn't even really need to go for that, but he calls the information. More importantly, damage done. Hades can capitalize, and it's a race to the A site, and a retake required. They're going to play it safe side back of the box.
Yeah, but Exile's actually pushing away from it, pushing towards where that AK-47 was, so a little bit of a risk, but he can work his way around. The question is, do Hades and Snappy want to go for this? It's early on in the bomb timer. They obviously have no kit, no armor. These weapons could be valuable moving forward if they don't see what they want. And yeah, they're just going to back off. They're playing the percentage game very early on in this map. They're happy to get the 2 weapons, and I can't blame them. I think this is a great call. Shore up the economy early on for the CT side. That's a lot of money they don't have to spend in the next round.
So Cloud9 go 3-0 up, but not without cost. Excellent round from Hades. He joins the scoreboard. Terrorists win. As you say, that's going to be huge as well because we already saw Snacks lose that early M4, that risky buy. They've essentially compensated for that with the AK picked up and carried over, as well as that recovered in the round. So here we go. Big guns out and everything.
Yeah, Hades had 7 grand as well before this, so he's going to get an AWP with a full kit of utility, full armor as well. AWP in the hands of Shiro also for Cloud9's attacking side. Exile and Shiro towards the B-bomb site initially. interz and nafany in the underpass, looking to challenge up against Snacks.
overswung. Snacks got the punch to him because he was already down on the off angle. Interz still in that same hallway that was going to be smoked off. Can't do anything about trading it back, and this could allow Snacks if he wants, but it's Snacks, okay. I was going to say if he wants to rotate out of the doorway and not have to be pinched in from upper, but he's not done here. Molotov holds it off, spraying as well, and he switches to the AK.
He's got Snappy there with him outside the door, so he's going to stick around and fight for this, getting a lot of information towards Picnic. And Snappy can be here to recover if need be. Madden solo at the B bomb site. Hades and dycha to defend A. Cloud9 being very slow, 50 seconds on the clock. Hobbit's got the most ground gained, interz. He steps up into the position that nafany lost. He's going to have another battle with Snacks as well. Oh, there's the shot, there's the information. Snacks doesn't want to bail out completely just yet.
Shiro's the one with the bomb, though, working in this direction. They need to clear Snacks, and they can't do it. He holds again. Shiro at least gets one kill back toward the doorway, but it's Hades that does the same on the AWP to Hobbit. Hold on, Snacks. Making noise. They still know he's there, but the smoke's down. They've lost sight, and Shiro might have the upper hand in this because Snacks is not aware at all that he's snuck by, although clearing over top. He's turned around. He's given attention back to it. If he finds this kill, we're down to 2-2, but 9 seconds. Oh. They need to go now. Shiro hits the shot. They need to run it in. There's not enough. There's not enough time left. And just like that, it's over. They can't plant the bomb.
That's crazy. It just took him way too long to find those kills. Admirable effort, but good frags at the end because ENCE was having a strong CT side, or a strong CT round there to keep a lot of players alive. That's a quick shot. But Shiro's got the bomb, and he gets that with only 8 seconds left. Snacks, I mean, look, that's part of the X factor, just jumping up, making noise, keeping the attention there, and Shiro might have just lost track of the round time.
And the kill came in the sight. Shiro got it, sure, he found Snacks, but you're right. About 2 seconds too little to get that in position, and it was desperate to try and jump across, as it were, with the op in heaven. And this time the op getting aggressive out toward the fountain will fire shots, but does not land.
Even Cloud9 in that loss there, though, they've set this up for another reset. We saw how harsh it was on Mirage. 2 pistol rounds that ENCE had to play allowed Cloud9 to swing back into the game. That'd be really brutal early on.
We got naffers in the crowd, I'm sure, but I think nafany is the new naffer of North America with the adoption of Cloud9.
Yeah. Don't do my boy Naf like that, though.
He's in good position, forward stance. Snacks this time trying to be a menace from the same position, but it's only the MP9. Zyle. Just tickles him.
Look at his awareness.
Again, though, yeah, Snacks down to 44.
Oh, that's a good play for, oh, this is huge. This is huge. Hades has no idea. Oh, that's gonna be a freebie. That's gonna be a freebie right at the trash can. Snacks is gonna go not down. What a win. Traded by Shiro, and nafany still has so much pressure, but I mean, Cloud9 has presence all across the map. Nobody can rotate over to help dycha inside of this bomb site. He's all on his own for a long time.
A long time, but bomb over toward B. 22 seconds. They don't really have time to get back over here. They need to swing through. They need to get down the bank stairs, and that's what nafany's trying to do because he knows they have to pinch and hold and get toward B. 13 seconds now. It could be the second round in a row that despite the man advantage, they don't have the time to plant it, although they are to go to kills, and it's interz that gets Maiden instead.
That's a round. That's why every team that's asked about Cloud9 just says they are annoying. They are difficult to play against. Their round timer going down so low, and they still haven't pulled the trigger on the final play until there's 7-8 seconds on the clock. That is such a difficult thing to play against when you're losing teammates across the map, and Cloud9 just works.
It's been such a CIS trend as well.
Yeah.
Na'Vi used to do it all the time, Virtus Pro as well, their current lineup. I mean, it's such a different style of and pace to the play from that region.
Yeah, I'll tell you from experience, it is extremely annoying and extremely difficult to deal with. Deep Molotov towards stairs. That's going to trap dycha. interz loves this fight.
Easy for him at this point, because even with the AK, he's completely locked off. Shiro does it with the Hobbit instead. Hobbit already pushed up. They don't know he's there, and he'll take advantage of that for another hat trick. What a grand final performance Hobbit's having.
Yeah, he's living the dream right now. Absolutely. Shiro Misses on the jiggle, but there's no danger left. Plant goes down. Cloud9 is going to get up to 5-1 early on. And look, this is why the desk kind of painted the picture of this hole just getting deeper for ENCE. Cloud9 just so strong on this map. It is going to take something. It's going to take everything that ENCE has to get back into this. Still plenty of time to recover, still plenty of time, but speaking of which, the question becomes, when do the timeouts start coming out for ENCE? Because they might need to change some things up.
Yeah, absolutely. Saw it going down the line, at least spiritually giving them some high fives and fist bumps, keep them in this psychologically, but now, okay, now we're getting the timeout. So they did call it. It was just late to get through, and it will happen now.
Getting 2 freeze times out of it, calling it super late. A little bit of conversation from Snappy, timeout to get Saw involved, and they'll have the freeze time again to talk things over. Another buy coming in for ENCE. This is so important considering the scoreboard right now. Already down 4. Down 4 against a hostile crowd.
Down 4 against a very strong defensive team as well. And
Yes.
they mentioned Snacks being in Spinks's position, but so far in the stairs, he's actually done quite well in that exchange.
Yeah, he's done okay. He's done okay, but not quite the impact yet that they'd like, that they need. Everyone from ENCE needs to be able to step it up. This round's important. Hades with the op. The Bathroom's choke point. Exile, oh, he's gonna get some attention his way. They run right by him. Nobody clears it. Another one, he transfers over. Can't be there. Snacks with that kill. Oh, Snappy, close to the door, double kill. Exactly what the doctor ordered for ENCE.
Yep, shut down that underpass play because they have been going into that hallway in pretty much every single round so far. And nafany, he's gonna go back to it now with Snappy holding ladder, reverse position, but smoke that's plumed a little bit too wide, I think, for him to see that. Oh, I take that back. That fades. Who sees the other first? Snappy saw it, but nafany got the better shot off with the Galil. Hobbit's running this toward the A site right now because if he can open up some space on the map, they need the bomb, yes, but they can start to flank. They can potentially rotate and divide this defense.
Oh, Lord. Hobbit is just telling nafany, just chill, stay alive, watch all your flanks. I'm the one being put into play. I'm the one with position to hunt. nafany looking for something. He's going to go down. Didn't stay patient long enough. Bomb is going to be in the underpass, so now Hobbit really has nothing to do except economic damage. 40 seconds on the clock in a 1v3.
Dia's first kill in this game. And it's exactly what you said Hobbit didn't want his teammate to do. He still gets to heaven, but they're slowly circling in around that bomb, so no one even looking does see it now, and I think he was spotted as well. Hades on the repeat, no mistake on the AWP. And it's 5-2 as ENCE pick up their second.
Gonna go right back into it though. Cloud9 not out of the fight. Saw yesterday in the semifinals on this map, Exile just constantly searching for one mistake, one opportunity over towards Monster, over towards Sandbags at the B bomb site. He's looking for duels at times very early on. He changes the way he plays the rounds. Very, very tough to deal with. And if there's ever a round where the smoke is a little bit later, a little bit off, you can bet he's gonna challenge it. He's got nafany and interz with him now, so he's got some utility and some support behind him if he wants them to activate him.
Smoke at Monster Maiden trying to fire through it. Even playing the anti-flash position, expecting that to be thrown over the top. Saw FaZe get wrecked by a flash from Hobbit in that situation earlier on. There's the flash we're talking about, but they've already found two to the defensive side, so it's not quite the same approach. Still enters on a fadeaway away from the flames. Is able to get the killing blow that opens up the B site, but Bomb will retreat for now. They aren't willing to commit, as it would be a scrambled take in doing so.
Yeah, that wasn't nearly as clean as they would have liked through Monster. They're going to be happy with the 3-for-3 trade at the B bomb site, but they know the rotation's going to come in, so Inter is changing the point of attack, and Hobbit in a great position in case anyone's to push up, anyone's trying to try and push across the map and get creative, get clever. Also a good position to gather information if anyone's to accidentally make a footstep. But it's quiet across the map. Snacks and Hades, very silent. Inter's using utility just to fool this defense. Try and show them a look. Didn't go well, as you can see with the smoke. That might be a lineup he needs to needs a little bit more time in the oven, I think.
There's your favorite chant, Jason.
It's a beautiful thing.
Good shot. That actually hit. Interz gets tagged. truck saves him. And he'll put the payload on the back of it. So bomb down, Hades trying to seek for another shot. He gets Hobbit up close and personal, and interz now needs with 11 HP to be absolutely perfect with this AK. Trying to double their positions. It is an op. He catches off the, oh, he didn't do it cleanly. If he got off the first one, I was gonna say that AWP might be a problem, but Snax gets it instead, and it's 5-3. ENCE slowly clawing their way back into this game.
What a cool play though, just to follow up Hobbit's aggression towards Bank. They would have never ever expected a second player to be there. This is tough. Good kills from Madden, so important. Dycha even chiming in as well. That battle was so critical for the round. interz almost with a great play, but not the HP to really take those fights. So ENCE, you're right, claw back up to 3. They're within 2, and finally they've got the money of Cloud9 a little bit low. This defense can start feeling a little bit more secure. Off in the hands of Hades.
nafany already crossing out the smoke, he'll hold the angle. We saw that come to blows with Twists in that exact situation where he actually lost that duel. This time he's trained his aim directly on that wall to make sure it won't happen twice. We saw Hades looking toward that boost, but nearly got caught by the flash because they went for it later than he was anticipating.
Good on Hades, though, to just bail out. He was in a lot of danger. Snax, he's got some happy feet. Jumping up onto the pipe. interz has no idea. If he checks it, he's a god. I don't see a world in which it happens, though, but he might not even commit. nafany's going to be coming down the stairs. And they just back away. Position doesn't come to fruition, but at least Snax has information. And this position from Snax and Snappy has allowed them to rotate a third player to the A defense. nafany stepping up, walking along highway. Ooh, over the top of the trash can. Another kill for nafany.
Not done there, though. interz will take out Snax. Snappy's on rotation. They'll know he's there, though, so the element of surprise on the flank is not part of the play. Though he's holding the play together. He's got Hades to help him. Exile for 1. Still holding off that flank for the bomb plant. Flash in. He's going to be scared right now that he's going to get run down, and smartly knows that the fastest angle they can get to is exactly behind the truck. He jumps up above. Exile following up. He had some incredible rounds in the quarters, in the semis, and he's got one here to help his teammate get back into position.
Nicely done from Shiro as well, stepping up, moving forward. He had some safety of distance with that bomb plant. He could have just played it, left Exile to his own devices, but comes and works things out. Snax gives away that play. Never had the opportunity to get any impact out of it. Good win from Cloud9. 6-3, and the money has just never built up enough for ENCE. They're back relegated to pistols. Really got a shotgun out here from Snax, the old Mag 7.
Yep, that's pretty classic. Snax on a shotgun. This is gonna be either amazing or very disappointing.
Brings a tear to my eye.
Ooh, he's in trouble though because he's stuck between Molotovs. 21 HP, still manages to hit one at least, despite that he stands in the flames to his death and goes to the grave with only the 1 kill. interz though, Exile, they found kills in return, and it falls apart now for the defense. Madden only with a 5-7, Snappy, the silenced M4.
And now we're gonna get the classic Cloud9 just pause and wait and just see what the reaction is gonna be. Ooh, they missed the opportunity on Madden. That's some good damage done, but no completed kill. He almost gets it on interz. Snappy will complete it with a nade, but he's left in a 1v3. He's gonna step up though. He wants to challenge.
I don't think he was spotted either by Hobbit, despite that the flash went out, because that would have hit both of them. He's trying to find the angle, looks for the headshot, not aware. Hobbit is closer than the player that he spotted, so 7-3 now, Cloud9.
This is worst case scenario for ENCE. Never able to build up enough money. Reset economically when you're already down 6-3. This time they can't invest anything. There's gonna be no shotguns, just a deagle on Snappy at the moment. A few nades picked up. By a few, I mean 4, so look for a nade stack here towards middle. Let's see if they can have the timing. It's been a while since we've seen a nade stack work. This would be perfect. It's the off, but Shiro sees it coming. Shiro sees it coming, only one goes deep enough to do damage.
nafany already wrapping him underneath of the hallway, knowing as well if they're going to be throwing that many nades that far forward, he potentially could have gotten in behind them, or they would head that direction and try and rotate it off as well. So he's certainly poised with his Mac 10. farm up some cash with it.
He's already counting the dollars.
What currency are those in, Jason? I don't know if it matters right now. The currency of ENCE. That gets the only kill back. Shiro follows it up as again with his AWP and the bomb planted. It's just a matter of time before this hits now an 8th round for Cloud9.
I don't know what ENCE is supposed to do here against this slow-paced play from Cloud9. They're just working them across the map. This round's already over. 8-3 is going to be the scoreline. And then ENCE, I have to imagine this next buy is going to have another timeout coming in before it so they can talk things over. Maybe aggression, maybe get in your face. The round that netted them their first on the board was a monster push combined with Snappy close up at the blue door. Something to disrupt the pacing from Cloud9, but against a slow team, that is such a risk to take. I don't envy the position ENCE is in as they talk things over one more time.
Both teams with a 44% win rate over 9 maps in recent months, but this is the pick of Cloud9. Remember, they stole away Mirage. So pressure is very much on ENCE.
And Ancient's up next, and yesterday Cloud9 on Ancient absolutely destroyed Big. Just made us forget they were in the tournament. The CT side on Ancient was something unreal.
And look, it's unfortunate for Big that that's the way the series ended because they did play quite well in it. They took the first map and they were looking promising. It was one of the better performances we've seen from them as well.
Crimbo had a great game in the first map here on Overpass in the 16-14 win. Hades with an up. Gonna get aggressive. Flashbang in his face, and he can't find the timing, but he didn't want to give that up. He didn't even move. He didn't budge, and nafany turns the corner quickly. That's exactly what ENCE didn't need. Big weapon taken away in a 5-on-4. And Cloud9, I mean, this is exactly what they want. Now they just got to be that slow, methodical team with no cares in the world.
Sees it. Patient. Oh, what? Okay, goes back. Bravery, I admire it. He gets dinked down by 89 HP. That's a bit of a problem for him because that should have been clean. He waited for the jump up as well.
No, but this is the difficulty of playing against Cloud9, especially if they get an opening pick like that onto Hades, is, you know, then they hit the pause button as we can see. And it's just like, okay, well, you guys are going to have to respond. That nade, oh, it's got him.
So that's the punishment. I mean, missing that first shot, however it did, it gets him killed in the end. So they pull it back to at least only a 1-man advantage.
This could be spicy. If Snax comes up this ladder, that would be everything. If he could win the fight, the timing is perfect.
Which way does he go? What information does he seek? Oh, the problem is he's going over toward B, so he'll at least clear that, but it's not going to be a sandwich. It's not going to be a flank. It does mean that they can start to rotate Madden back over toward A, and the hit's coming in. Snax needs to be aware of this now. He's still pushing it, still clearing it, but he's so far removed. It was such a perfect timing. Unfortunately, it means he is in no man's land. He could have shut them down entirely and caught the bomb, but the lack of knowledge betrays him.
Cloud9 just being so slow, walking the whole way. There was never any sound cues to give up how close exactly they were to the A bomb site. So yeah, fair play. You rotate Madden over with this Snax flank. That's perfect, but doesn't net you any results. Op is picked up and will be saved. Snax has no ability to get back into this. 9-3. Now 4 rounds straight for Cloud9.
There's the shot. How does that? Clips his armpit hairs, I guess? Gave him a shave?
Yeah, a little bit.
Check him what deodorant he was wearing today. I mean, that was as close as it gets.
Fair play to Snappy coming back for the fight as well. Against the
I do love that.
You know? I mean, that's the desperation, I think, of the 8-3 scoreline combined with the fact that you're in a 4v5. Snappy just trying to make anything happen. Cloud9 just leaning on the pressure they're applying. Another timeout from ENCE, and it makes sense. They need to figure something out. And I mean, at this point, if you need to use your 4th in the first half, you do it just to get something, just to get a few more rounds. You know you have to have some space when you switch sides. ENCE is desperate at the moment. The AWP saved is going to be in Snax's hands. Pistols are going to be around it.
Not looking too enthralled or impressed right now is Snappy, the in-game leader, sitting in the middle. Needs to make sure he stays in this. Rally the troops. Still early in this match, 13 rounds. 12 completed, we're into the 13th round, I guess to be more specific, but only 6 back. I know that sounds like a lot when you've only got 3 on the board, but you've got every chance to change that. They'll do it with just the single AWP that Snax was able to save. Oh, here we go. You love to see it. Go for the boost, no one up above, but they can hold for a moment. And he unscopes exactly when, and there's everyone's favorite transportation device. Just to make sure that they haven't got any chance for a second shot.
That would have been great. Oh, he just unscoped at the wrong moment. Nice attempt. Snax with that all at the blue door. Oh, he spots ankles. He spots feet. He wants it.
He would have been spotted as well, though, so he knew he had to strike while the iron was hot. They would have seen his feet, and they were already trying to crouch back into position with nafany.
That's a good, aggressive play from Snax, though, to give them a 5-on-4 advantage. ENCE needed. And due to the fact that they had that quad boost to boost up Shiro at the early start of the round, Cloud9 has no real map control at the moment, so just now, past the 1-minute mark at 53 seconds, just now starting to move across the map and gain that space and gain that control.
Hobbit toward long. Now they're getting, as you say, closer to the site.
There's a chance here for Snax, because remember, Cloud9 likes to be as quiet as possible as they progress up to these positions, so I can't imagine they're going to use a whole lot of utility to do this safe.
He's done. Oh, yeah, he didn't go all the way in. Hades takes down Exile. Hobbit has to turn back. Now Snax knows they're at the doorway. He was too slow to shoot. Shiro hits that through the wall. That is ridiculous.
Cross by and line it up. That's brilliant.
And interz will take advantage of that as well. There was a chance that ENCE gonna rip this round open. It's gone now. Shiro back to the AK just to confirm the damage. Catches out the flank, goes forward. He'll use rifles, he'll use snipers, he'll do everything he can to make Cloud9 get their 10th.
Give me that Shiro replay. I want it now. That's a freakish shot.
Especially because Snax saw him but didn't get the shot off. This was so close. Here's where he would have been like,
It's all right. He makes up for it. He makes up for it later. It's all good. Snax with the man advantage. It was all for naught. Hades with a great 1-dig, but again, it just didn't come. They just couldn't close it out. Pistols as well. Hard to capitalize. 10-3, 7-round lead. And as we said, 4th timeout called for by ENCE.
So all of them used in the first half. Snax sitting right beside Snappy.
These guys are having a great time. Thanks for the warm welcome back to North America for professional Counter-Strike.
Back where it all began. As we begin round 14, and nice to see, yes, okay, Cloud9, they're not from North America in terms of where this roster is, but as we say, still a very North American org, the adopted team of the fans here in Dallas, and I think that that's a good boost, just to show that NACS has a chance and has a future. Hopefully comes back. EG certainly wants to make sure it does, but Dia's gonna take down nafany through the wood.
Well, you guys wanted a wall bang, and look what you've done to your favorite Cloud9. nafany out of the fight. Round 14. ENCE need this so much. They need this so badly.
Hobbit gets absolutely destroyed as Hades gets him with the AWP. Hold on for Madden. Shiro getting that kill as well, so finally some ground to stand on for ENCE.
Hobbit spotted Snax as well. I mean, Hades saves Snax' life, at least for the moment. That's a big win for Snax. Finally, ENCE can comfortably claim a round. 5 players alive at the moment. It's just Exile. He's left all alone, 55 HP.
And trying to work his way back on the flank toward Exile, who spots the jump, but now they know exactly where he is, and that distance will be closed down. Snappy gets the angle through short tunnel. 10-4, ENCE get another one.
Nothing is going to be good. Nothing's going to feel comfortable for ENCE, even if they get up to 5. They're going to switch and see Cloud9 at a very powerful defense on Overpass. But at least something. At least there's something positive at the end of this half. Round 15, double up setup for ENCE. Finally, they've got the cash for it. Snacks with one, Hades the other. A run boost to get some extra speed, some extra pace to give him the angle a little bit earlier. There's a chance, but no one's gonna be here for Cloud9. No one's dropped down the ladder, so Hades is gonna be sad panda.
Looking for it. Run boost didn't yield much, but he still gets positioned at the stairwell. He'll back off of this, but look where interz is already. Oh, caught off though. That's gonna give the information. Hobbit's able to trade, but not ready for dycha, who arrives in time to take him down. So it's all for naught, and we're down to a 3-on-2 still, excuse me, a 4-on-2 still in favor of ENCE.
Yeah, but it's Exile. Oh, look at the wrong direction. He was plan B. He was the audible. Shiro left in a 1v4 this time, and it's the op again to ring out. Snacks has that. ENCE spent all their timeouts to get into this position, just the tiniest bit of breathing room. 5-10 at half, and Cloud9 with a great chance to go up 2-0 in this grand final series. We'll be right back after the break.
Hello everyone, Mahone here to show some of the key tactics, tendencies, and positions we should expect from Cloud9's Overpass. Starting on the T side, in terms of positions, we should expect Axel as the B player, interz as the dedicated connector player, and Hobbit as the A playground player. Now something very common to see when Cloud9 have long A control is the lurk smoke towards the A site. Hobbit normally throws the smoke, but pay attention to when someone else throws it for him. That's because there's a good chance that Hobbit is trying to get ahead of the typical timing of when T's push the smoke in order to surprise an unsuspecting CT on site. Although Cloud9 are normally a slower team on Overpass, they do have one fast A strategy where they run along the right side of Fountain, using flashes to push into Banana to catch CTs off guard. With all 5 players, this is a commit to taking the A site. Over on the CT side, if we look at the key positions, we should expect Axel to be the A rifler, Shiro to be the A opper, interz as the dedicated B player, Hobbit as the short player, and nafany as the B rotator. Towards B, there is one setup to look out for that involves 3 players, interz at barrels, nafany towards water, and Hobbit behind the pillar. How the setup is supposed to work is that interz jump spots barrels to take first contact, Hobbit simply hides behind the pillar watching the boost, and nafany has a flash ready. If the T's push up, nafany throws this flash to allow both Hobbit and interz to swing out. See if you can spot these tactics and tendencies the next time you see Cloud9 play on Overpass.
Straight back underway then, 10-5. Same halftime score as our first game, but in reverse. And it's Cloud9 going on to a defensive side with a massive lead. ENCE might be a little scared of what might come next.
They've already got to be feeling the pressure. They've already got to be feeling desperation in this pistol round. This is a must-have pistol round. Otherwise, Cloud9 is just going to march to a second map victory. We'll see what ENCE can come up with. They scraped together the last 2 rounds of the first half to give them 5, to give them what little they could. They had to use all 4 timeouts to get it.
Ancient next as well, you touched on it. Cloud9 so strong on that map, and that's
I think they had a
perfect.
13-2 CT half on Ancient yesterday.
I mean, the fact that they're able to steal away Mirage really twisted this series. Enters. Check toward the monster position. They're back behind pillar. Shiro's gonna throw in a smoke and actually defends him, gives him a bit of support, and they don't know that he's there because it came from deeper, so he's able to get 2. Shiro needs to follow it up. He's low on ammo, backs away to get the reload in, and there's Hobbit and nafany. Good hold, Cloud9.
They are not letting up whatsoever. Not any quarter granted to ENCE. What a shutdown. The strength of that hit eliminated by interz and everyone else there. Shiro and Hobbit for the cleanup. nafany chiming in as well with 1. Beautiful stuff from Cloud9. Not missing a beat from the halftime break.
Snappy already moving with that Tech9 toward the stairs. They've blown out the doorway. Exile silently walks down and they just stand in a row. Easy for him as he turns back around and looks toward the top of the party, but Madden keeping his head down behind the table.
Hide behind a 6-pack.
I hide behind the whole keg usually, Jason.
Yeah, that's fair. Madden, Hades, and Snacks left to try and recover what they can, but look at the way Cloud9 has just backed off of everything. They don't even need to be aggressive anymore. Everything going wrong for ENCE, lining up for Exile on the initial contact. And from here, they have to overextend in order to find a fight. Oh, okay. Okay, Snacks adds on top.
Yeah, this is turning. They might actually be able to get some ground here. Oh, they don't even think of it. They don't even think of it to look back. Madden all the way in. nafany still holding for that long take, and they're going to smoke off interz because they picked one up. Bomb's going to get planted. Madden is an M4 and an off angle to watch the bank stairs. This is massive for ENCE to claw their way back in. Good shoulder peek, baits out the shots. Madden gets taken down to 42, but a nade instead. Interz. Here's that coming and falls back. Exile becomes the next play in this, but here comes Snacks to flank the flanker. The timing becomes the more important part, though. Snacks is still trying to close that down, and Exile's waiting and wondering why no one's peeking. This is too far gone. Exile's down. They've won this round. No chance for a defuse. interz is already bailing on it. Well responded by ENCE.
Well, it's taken 17 rounds for someone to step up and give them the impact to start changing the fortunes of this map, perhaps. It was Madden yesterday as well when ENCE ran into some struggles to provide some huge impact frags and some huge openings. Here again, this time with the Deagle. A pair of stunning shots of the 8-bomb site. This is how it all began, a 5-on-3 with rifles against pistols, and Madden pulls it back. One shot here, this one as well. nafany never expected him to just walk up, but desperate times, desperate measures. 6-11.
And some smiles on the ENCE side, finally. Madden happy with how that round went, obviously. Molotov quickly towards short, make sure there will be no push through to the water position. Meanwhile, they run back through the playground. It's Hades tagged, it's 27 on the utility. Oh, Exile gets out of there just in time. I think he spotted them though. Scout ready. Needs to be aware that there's no one to support his fallback, so he goes early rather than getting caught.
Just trying to soften him up, so if they eventually do commit, there's a couple players at low HP. Oh, nafany's gonna be at the sign. Exile with one more peek. He sees nothing. There it is. They line up. They line up for dycha. Way too committed to the fight at range. Shiro steps up next. He goes down as well. dycha down to 1 HP, but with those headshots, he's not slowing.
Not at all. 9 kills total for him now, so great round. As required, and bomb to go into position. interz and Hobbit already backed away from this. They have a bit of utility armor and the MP9 as well as the CZ to try and save it in the next round, which will also have to be a save for Cloud9.
I would be so incredibly impressed if ENCE is able to make this comeback, if they're able to actually challenge in this second half, especially considering they lost the pistol. Long way to go, but at least a good start here, 2 rounds straight.
Famas to go hunting. Don't think they'll get that far, so at least ENCE able to convert. Didn't win the pistol, didn't win either of the pistols, but do have something to say about this game before it ends.
Remember as well, they're gonna have to do this with no timeouts. With We'll hammer that one home because their coach can no longer be involved in the conversation. No input from him whatsoever. This is all the brainchild of Snappy from here on out.
Pending, no input from Saw of their own volition. They can still
true.
get a timeout called by Cloud9, which, just to clarify, he still can talk during those timeouts as well. But you're right, they use them up early to try and get back into this. Now they're going to have to just make sure that the momentum stays very sturdy if they make this comeback possible.
Should have an easier time of things here. 3 USPs for the Cloud9 team, trying to save up for the next buy. Interz and nafany going to get a little aggressive. They do have the MP9 in play. Deep Molotov is going to negate that position, push them forward. nafany is the sacrificial lamb. Interz with 1 trade.
Snack still waiting to see if there'll be any aggression in his direction, but there isn't. As USPs silently fall off the angles. ENCE taking one out of Cloud9's book and slowing things considerably after the opening picks.
Just making sure they don't run into this would be the worst time for any kind of a hiccup. The worst time for them to just drop around that they have no business dropping. Snack's going to challenge against the USPs. Hobbit has a CZ and he's sliding into position on the flank, but there's no way it's going to have impact because ENCE is already knocking down the defense at the B-bomb site. And it's a 1v4.
Yeah, Hobbit's got an M4 out of this, though. Picked up a gun. He has a weapon in his hands. He's spotted. They're going to try and chase that down. They don't want him to keep the rifle at all. Hasn't gone up the ladder either. And he's going to have more than one to go at. Nearly got the lineup as they jump through. Didn't do a lot of secondary damage, to be fair, but he'll get away. Get away for now. Madden's going to rotate around the other direction and try and pinch him in.
Yeah, this is about the time you hear Gandalf's voice telling you to fly. Fly, you fool. But he's sticking around for another fight and almost won it. Yikes.
A brave man.
A very brave man.
I'm here for it. I respect it.
(11-8). Guns are out for Cloud9 now. No AWP in the hands of Shiro. It's all M4s. No kits for the CT side.
Passive hold toward the site. Hobbit playing very close, though. Does get timing on that Molotov. Snappy had to decide fight or flight, and he goes running and jumping away from the flames.
That was a deep Molotov as well. I half expected him to just step up in front of it. It seemed like he wanted the fight to begin with anyways, but Molotov would have prevented anyone from really backing him up, so more than happy to just play into the mid-round.
Game leader doesn't want to be sitting out early.
All 4 players are here. Dycha's in the underpass. They have no presence over towards Party. They have no presence towards Picnic or Long. Exile sees nothing, feels no pressure. This is always going to be a B hit. ENCE just going to come right back at it.
Lead CT smoke. 56 seconds. So middle of the round. Not a lot of damage either way. Hobbit playing anti-flash has interest to support. He's moved over from playing on wood where he could cover at sandbags as well. So there's a position for Dia to get himself into. It could be punishing. That's going to work. Interz gets one. Hobbit's there. He baits them in. They wanted to respond. They wanted to capitalize. They lined up, and nafany gets 2 back instead. It's all on Dia, who's trying to do damage with nades. He puts nafany on 5, tied that with Interz, and they're both low. But Dia, they know exactly where he is, and here comes the flank of Exile.
ENCE just never found an opening. Another smoke goes down at Monster. They feel they have to go through it. Shut down entirely. The random spam from Interz really sped up the decision-making from ENCE. And as you said, nafany's there just to close things out. Even some team damage. You don't care. 12-8, 4-round lead for Cloud9.
Disappointment for ENCE. But again, we said the momentum has to stay solid. They've got guns now. They need to punish back immediately.
If they lose this one, they won't have guns in the next round either. Cloud9 on the verge of delivering the knockout blow. Similar idea this round, coming through the smoke. Interz gets a freebie. Snappy didn't want the challenge with the Molotov last round. He wanted the challenge with the smoke this time.
Good pullback, though. They get it back to a 4-on-4 almost immediately. Opposite sides of the map. But with so much time, that is exactly what will work to thin out the defense, force those rotations, and get map control, more importantly, because Madden's taking all of Long A at this point in time.
I like this. Madden knows he's got to do something. Ooh, the turn from the flashbang snaps. Oh, another one. Double headshot. And this makes Madden's position so powerful. nafany is caught. Shiro gets him back, but nothing to do. ENCE has broken down the defense again.
Yep, Shiro's going to save that AWP if he can. And they know that. They don't want to give Cloud9 an inch, so they're already sending one on reconnaissance right now. It's dycha. That is the closest to that position.
Yeah, but whatever was said at halftime for ENCE is working out very, very well. It's great to see this kind of fight. And this is one of those games, especially after losing Pistol, you could have felt them just slip out of it, just fade away into a map 2 loss, but they're striking back. They're going to be within 3, and they have the money in a great position to reset Cloud9's economy and potentially even tie things up. But it all comes down to the next round. So important for ENCE. What's up?
Some smoke in the sky is probably up after the bomb goes off, so we get to a 9th round now for ENCE. It's only 3 rounds between them. Just to make that clear, considering we were talking about them being kind of down and out of it, couldn't get more than 5 rounds CT side. Even when they got their 6th and they broke back after losing this pistol, they've closed this up.
We haven't really seen that kind of that defense engaged here on the CT side. Remember, part of the things that made Cloud9's defense so impactful on this map and so strong on this map when we've watched them through the playoffs, nafany has just played such an important role, and he's had such a good read. The in-game leader of Cloud9, rotating between both bomb sites, playing that supportive position for both B and A. He's been able to find himself in the important spot during executes at the right moment, but at this point, ENCE hasn't really gotten to the execute. They've been getting enough early kills to just whittle down the defense. 3 rounds separate the teams. Out of the timeout, Cloud9 don't invest. Just pistols around the arc. Using the lead to build up what money they can, set themselves up for the future. Oh, here we go.
Oh, Shiro, that lineup. Oh, flash time. If he has vision, if he waits a half second longer, he probably gets away with 2 kills on the only gun that they have on the Cloud9 side. And interz gets struck. Taken down by 2. Grenades thrown that direction. Hobbit found a kill. That was actually on a flank. Hold on, they're pressing the issue. The trap's being closed down on because they've walked in for Monster. They have no other position. Now they're forced to go and contend with the AWP. nafany and Hobbit have taken the map back. Somehow Hades is suddenly left alone at ENCE. They've left a gap. They've left something open and given Cloud9 the exact entrance back into this round and game that they need.
Oh God, you have to feel horrible for ENCE. It was starting to look good. You started to see the path back into this game, but this is disgusting. Shiro misses this shot blinded. That almost was a double. It's Hobbit again. The guy who closed out Mirage grabs this and grabs one more, and this stops ENCE cold. They cannot progress past the pillar. There's way too many players to keep pushing forward. And just another roadblock for ENCE.
Run boost for Hobbit over the Molotov. Ooh, now that is an interesting play. He doesn't really go any further forward with it, but they didn't expect him to be there at all. Meanwhile, they're running down toward the A site. Hobbit's gonna sneak around, but doesn't go any wider than the smoke itself. Max has trained his aim. I think Hobbit, with running over top of that Molotov, he might have been better to just keep going.
He heard Snacks put out the Molotov in the short tunnel, which is why he called it off. He didn't want to mess with that whatsoever. He was hoping for a quick peek at a timing that they wouldn't expect. But speaking of which, Exile found a timing he didn't expect either. He was way overexposed with just a deagle in hand. Cloud9 going to consolidate the defense towards the A bomb site, but ENCE already entering into B. It's a free site, free and clear. A 10th round for ENCE, they reach double digits, and man, you got to give it to them. Every single time Cloud9 put up their own roadblock, ENCE is responding. They're finding a way to overcome it.
Yet to get consecutive rounds, Cloud9 in this half. And the last one, yeah, they stole it. Quite literally with 2 kills from a CZ, but they cannot capitalize here. Good news is they made the decision early to, as you say, consolidate the defense, get together, and make this save call. So they're still going to have 3 guns, and one of which is an AK on the CT side.
Yeah, Cloud9's making decisions with money in mind. This is going to give them another very strong buy in the next round. It's going to give them a lot of cash to work with, a lot of powerful weapons to work with as well. Keeping 3 in hand. ENCE don't have the cash to really chase this all that much. They're going to stop at the positions they're at right now. Within striking distance, 10-13. Speaking of bold man in the crowd.
Hey man, me and you, bro. I'm with you. So double digits for ENCE. And Cloud9, yes, you said it, they could have dealt the killing blow 2 rounds ago. They didn't manage to do so, and the economy is back and forth and could break apart for them just as easily now.
Oh, they're going right back to it. B-rush. Interz and Hobbit to defend. Hobbit's a little bit blind, gives up the angle. There's smoke down. Hobbit, oh, he couldn't get his vision clear in time. And out of the smoke, interz and Exile. They turn it again. When all seemed lost, the defense springs, and interz, oh, he's working his way so well. He can have one more.
Snappy's got to reload. He's stuck in here. He goes swinging. Why was he so convinced? Why was he so compelled? Did he think that Dia spotted him? Because he snuck the net. He slips around, and they manage to pull it back despite the speed from the attack of ENCE.
That's wild. I cannot believe it. 14-10. interz getting a round of applause. 2 players go down first. Usually with a B hit like this, you're loving it. You're living the dream. And Snappy, you're right. So convinced he was still inside the smoke. Never saw him leave it. And Shiro from above ain't gonna miss that. 14-10. Another timeout called by Cloud9. Groove just trying to settle down the boys. Map 2 is within reach, within grasp. Don't get too excited.
The positive energy coming out from nafany. He is fully invested into this game. They've said it on the desk. Maui Snakes alluded to it a lot so far in this event, that they need to be more pumped up. They need to get loud. They need to use their energy, and rather than go quiet and disappear, they've certainly done anything but that here in Dallas. Just 2 rounds to go, and they will have a 2-map lead in this best of 5.
What a brawl this has been, too. I mean, thank God Cloud9 has played such a smart economy game, because these last 5 rounds have been back and forth. These teams, neither one winning 2 in a row, just trading it blow for blow. And the fact that Cloud9 is able to keep buying, despite the fact that they can't build and string rounds together, is just a testament to the decisions they're making in the losses. Usually the CT side disadvantaged in those scenarios, but not here, not today.
Start out from Snacks. He's going to double it up as well in the AK. He's not. Oh, Donnie nearly, very accurately and precisely snapped back over to nafany, but he gets the shot instead. So the pace is slowed. They're just one-man plow. Snacks can't push into the site, but it's Exile that is going to add to this now, and not this dead even on 3s alive.
Yeah, Madden's very ambitious, trying to take up some space. He had some safe access earlier out towards long. He got to slip the net there, but this time it's shut down by Exile. 3v3, over a minute remaining in the round. And both teams have paused except for nafany.
nafany might catch Snappy.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
absolutely right. This timing is everything. Gun barrel shows, though, the length of that M4. Snappy got a hint, and that was all he needed.
The Molotov is used to try and delay anyone from pushing towards sandbags, so that flank can actually come in from nafany, but it causes Snappy to just turn. He's like, okay, well, I can't go forward. I'll just look in this direction, and just lucky him. Exile shifts over. Thanks, bro.
Combination defense on B, so if they hit the A site right now, there's a chance Cloud9 calls a save again. Shiro's built up a surplus of cash in doing so, even though they haven't been able to get those successive rounds. He still has $4,100 in his pocket for the next one, and the op still in his hands, so they'll be able to force around that.
Same thing.
That's going to be the call.
Yeah, and this is the same thing we kind of touched on in Mirages, even in losses, Cloud9 saving weapons, so ENCE never having that ease of being able to fully shatter the economy of Cloud9. And once again, just add a 6th round to it, back and forth. No one able to win 2 in a row. ENCE is going to have to figure out a way to do it, though, because they're the ones way far behind. They're going to be 3 rounds back still, 11-14.
Jame of EcoSave fame. Bomb to go off, and it's unwilling to roll over in this one.
I love it. I love the fight that's in him. Oh dear. Just wanders right into it. This was the unfortunate one. It looked like nafany was gonna have that all day long. I think actually the Molotov designed to help nafany actually kind of ruined his play.
Yep, Trappy sprung for him, seems to have caught his leg instead. 4 to be off the spawn from Cloud9. Naturally, you'll expect 1 or 2 to stay in heaven. They're going to jump down immediately and go aggressive toward a monster peak. Meanwhile, though, the ENCE roster is working in a linear fashion toward the front side of the bathrooms.
changing the look, changing the pace. They've had a lot of rounds heavy and fast towards the B bomb site in these recent rounds. This time just going to wander up. They're playing contact essentially to this point. Now just shuffling some grenades. So the execute's going to come in. You've got Shiro here on defense at the truck with an AW. Excuse me, he's actually over at the B bomb site. He's up in heaven. He's going to have to get back. It's only Exile here. Shiro's coming back now when the utility comes out and the game is up.
Starts to rotate over. Exile though. Oh, Molotov. He can't walk into it, but they walk to him. He'll pull them in like moths to those flames, and he is swatting them all now. Only for 2 though. Diaz got him back, but that allows Shiro to get on the case, and it might be a 15th on map point for Cloud9, unless Snacks can somehow pull off an outrageous play at this point. 46 seconds, bomb down, AK in hand. He works forward with no utility. Nothing but a prayer, and he's not going to get that. Shiro's already swatted him. 1 to go for Cloud9 to have a 2-0 lead in this series.
That's a brutal time to have a missed smoke if you're ENCE. Shiro rotating over a little bit late. Probably should have been stuck behind smokes without a shot, but vision is clear at bank. I mean, this hold from Exile just clotheslining Hades. The follow-up as well, that's snappy. Couldn't trade it off, and Shiro just so many lines of sight to sight, despite the fact that this was a full utility execute. Something missing.
There is something missing this round as well. That's guns, money for ENCE. They're left to just the pistols, relegated down to some Deagles and Tech 9s. Mac 10 for Snappy, and Hades on the AK is already taking damage from flames.
My admiration for ENCE sticking in this game is so high, and it's only matched my admiration for the decisions Cloud9 has made in this back and forth affair with their economy. It's incredible they've been able to have so many full buys round and round again. They've never let ENCE have any breathing room, any easy rounds.
And still no back-to-back rounds for Cloud9 in this half.
It's been, what, 7 now back and forth?
It's been back and forth, exactly that, for 7. And now with the economy finally broken down in their favor, Cloud9 could close it. Molotov over top of the wall to cover off construction and water. nafany even spraying into that to make sure no one's up close. Try and get at least some sound cues and early damage. But it's a B hit, and it's going to come quickly as well. Running, interz caught out by it, but Hobbit and nafany are unwilling to give away any ground, and nafany closes it out. It's 2-0 Cloud9.
So impressive. And the hole gets deeper for ENCE. Cloud9 have a date with destiny, and they will not be denied. They're looking good on the Grandfinal stage. We're off to a break, and when we come back, Cloud9 have a chance to lift the trophy in 3.